played in like 2 months, and I swear to God, you guys, I've lost my mind. I've gone completely crazy tonight. So what happened is, the reason I wrote this song is because there was a point when Lindsay and I were really poor. And I've talked about it in many interviews, and it's like everybody knows that. I was a cleaning lady, a very, very good one, and I was also a very bad waitress, but who cared? So, I got used to being poor. I got used to doing the laundry. I got used to going down to Ventura Boulevard in Los Angeles to do the laundry. I got used to never looking into a window where there might be something I might want to buy because I couldn't buy it. So I was like focused on the music. So anyway, then along comes Fleetwood Mac. I'm definitely speeding up this story, Waddy, as you can tell. Then along comes Fleetwood Mac, and so we joined Fleetwood Mac, and we are instantly in rehearsal, and it's fantastic. And I love Christine, and she loves me, and we have this amazing relationship, and that's the only reason we got to join was because there was already a girl. They needed a guitar player. They did not need another girl. So it was all on Chris, and Christine just said, like, I like her a lot, so let's do it. So we did. So anyway, we're in rehearsal, and we get paid. It's like, who'd ever heard that? We got paid a lot of money. We got how much? We got $400 a week a piece. So that was $800 a week, and I was the financier. I was the keeper of the money. So I'm like, excuse me, I would take both of those paychecks. But it wasn't a paycheck, it was just money, cash. So I would take it, put it in my purse. So we went home with $800. So in the next week was another $800. And then like 2 months worth of $800. Then it went to $1,600. So anyway, I'm beginning to go like, I can actually buy something. I can buy a pair of shoes if I want. So my mom calls me and she says, and my mom's like a financial wizard. She took care of all my dad's money. He never signed a paycheck. It would have bounced and he would have gone to jail. So anyway, my mom says to me in her sly little voice, she goes, so, what's going on there? And I'm like, well, it's great. And she says, well, are you getting paid? And I'm like, oh yeah, we're getting paid. And what are you doing with that money? Well, I'm spending a lot of it. And she's like, how much? And so I went through the whole thing with her and I told her exactly how much in 3 months. And she's like, so what do you do when they give you the cash? And I'm like, well, we just sign our initials, LB and SN. And she says, well, how do you feel about jail? And I'm like, what do you mean? She goes, you can't just take money like that. You have to have a receipt. You have to something. So she says, because it's like you have to pay taxes. And I'm like, what are taxes? Because Nancy and I were so poor, we never filed taxes. We had no idea what taxes were. We were barely able to just buy food and pay $200 a month rent. So I'm like, I don't know, Mom. And really, I'm serious. And she thinks she's stupider than I thought at this point. And so anyway, I go like, so what do I do? And she goes, you better hire a business firm who handles money because this is dangerous. And I'm like, then I'm getting scared. So I go, okay. And so I'll do that, Mom. So I hired a business firm, the same one that Lindsay and I still have today. And I have to tell you, Lindsay and I are the only people that have money today because of it. Fortunes were lost. They came and they went. So anyway, when I got rich, a year later, half a year later, I started to kind of miss the old days. Because you do, you kind of look back on these horrible days that were actually not horrible at all. And you were making music and, you know, love is in the air. So anyway, I started thinking it was kind of fun and now I'm rich and alone. Anyway, I start thinking about it and I write this song. And it's just about trying to remember what it was like. And when you needed to bring your foundation back, I would just take my really beautiful new bed off the really beautiful new mattress and put the mattress on the floor and put an old coverlet on it. And then I would sleep on the floor on my mattress for a couple of weeks and remember what it was like to be poor. You should try it. it works. And you love it. There's a part of you that goes like, this is great. I love sleeping on the floor. So anyway, that's what I wrote this song about, and all of you nomads out there will probably understand what's coming. So it's for all of you gypsies. Mm-hmm.